Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little update for you guys as well as a finished object to share with you, which I guess you could also call it like a pattern review. So if you can't tell, I am feeling a lot better. I'm still not 100%. I'm still dealing with a little bit more anxious feelings than normal, but that could be due to a lot of different things, and I know that I will get better, and we all go through different seasons depending on, all kinds of different factors. So many ups and downs happen in our life, and we just have to keep moving forward. But I definitely want to thank everybody who has commented, words of encouragement, advice, for the prayers, just for all the support that you all have given me. It means so much to me. It's a little bit scary to be vulnerable on the internet for all to see, but I always want to hopefully be able to help others with the things that I go through. And it also is very therapeutic to be able to have a place to freely talk about things in your life and have, community come around you and help you through those times. That is definitely such a blessing, and I believe it's the way that God created us, to be in community with other people. And so once again, just me opening up and being vulnerable with you guys about certain things in my life. I'm just amazed again at the community that I have here on YouTube, and it's just been so much more than I ever imagined. So we got a call this morning that all of my son's labs were reassuring, is what they said. And when I filmed that video, that crochet and chat on Tuesday, he still had a fever all through that day, up through the night, of like 102. It did come down a little bit with ibuprofen. And then starting the next day, the day after I posted that video, he started feeling better. He was still a little weak and tired, which is to be expected, but he didn't really have a fever throughout the whole day, and he still didn't eat a whole lot, but he did eat, and he hasn't had to use the bathroom in a few days. Honestly, it's kind of went to the opposite end, where he was having trouble having to go a lot, and now like he's not going. But hopefully his body's just kind of whacked out right now from all he's been through, and it will start to become more regular again. But anyway, so I made the decision for him to go back to school today. He woke up in a great mood, and he was back to a little bit of his normal self yesterday afternoon and evening. He is a very funny, playful kid, and he definitely had a lot of that back in his personality yesterday. So I was so thankful for that. And it just really, when you go through a time when your kid is sick and they're just not being themselves, whenever they're finally back to their normal self, you're just so thankful, and it makes you realize how much you really love them and their little personality. So I'm so glad he's doing better. I pray, I'm anxiously awaiting to hear how he felt throughout the day. I really hope that he felt good and was able to eat his lunch and everything, and that he continues to do better as the days go on. I did get a little nervous yesterday because I had a horrible headache all day, and my stomach felt a little off, but it could have just been from the stress I was feeling mentally and physically, because I hadn't been sleeping the best, waking up a lot in the night and stuff. So but yeah, I woke up today and felt better. I do still have a headache today, but again, that could just be from the stress, and also our weather right now is so up and down, like warm and then cold, so hopefully it's just stress and allergies. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to the finished object. So I made this tote bag. I think I finished it last week. And this is a pattern. I will definitely link it in the description. It is from the website Crochet and Crafts. I would have to do a little more searching to see who actually created the pattern. But again, that will be linked below so you can check it out. But the only modification that I made to this pattern is I didn't do as many rounds as it called for the straps. So you can see though on the second one, I'll show you in just a minute, I did do one extra round just to make the straps a little sturdier, because I noticed if you put anything heavy in here, it does stretch. But I just like the way it looked a little better without so many rounds. I think that maybe it called for like 6 rounds, and this is like 2, well, 3 total with the chain, the round where you chain. So yeah, but I really love this one. It was made with a mixture of Comfy Cotton Blend by Lion Brand and some Sugar Will Cotton. Just some few different colorways, and it's just the softest, like squishiest bag, and it really is big. So I don't know if you can see well, but it does have a lot of room in there. So here is the second one I made, and this one I made for a friend of mine at church. She saw my bag and really liked it and asked if I could make her one. So I found some more Comfy Cotton Blend in this Ocean Breeze color. It is the multicolored yarn that you see running throughout. It has the blues and different shades of blue, and then like the seafoam minty color. And then also some more Sugar Will Cotton in an ivory color and this like turquoise color. And then I had a little bit of Sugar Will Cotton from another skein cake or whatever, in this navy color. And then this little bit of blue here, the reason I added that is because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough of the Sugar Will Cotton to make the bag big enough, so I just thought I would add what I had left of this mandala. I think it was an ombre, I'm pretty sure, mandala ombre, and it's a 3-weight as well. So all these yarns are 3-weight, and I held 2 strands together. But anyway, you can see the straps are a little bit thicker, so I did 1 extra round, and I do like the way that looks. And yeah, I just love this one too so much. I really love the way it turned out, and it's so fun. I've come to find that one of my favorite things about crochet is coming up with different color combinations. That's just so much fun to me, and just watching it all come together, and I don't know, just seeing what the finished project looks like. It's just so fun to do that. So I also wanted to mention that I added a few extra rounds on the second bag to make it slightly taller. So I'll show you the comparison between the two. So they are both the same width, but you can see that there's just a couple extra rows on this blue one. But yeah, I really love these. I totally recommend the pattern. It is very simple to follow, and it's a very easy pattern to get into, one that you can just do mindlessly. So you'll do like a row of single crochet, and then a row of double crochet, and then another row of single, and then a row of, I forget what they're called, but like where you, I guess it's called like the cross stitch or the X stitch or something like that, where it's double crochet but you skip a stitch and then go back to that stitch, if that makes sense. It's very simple to follow in the pattern. I just can't find a good way to describe it. And then you go back to the single crochet, so it's just alternating rows of those 3 different stitches. So it's really easy to just get into and whip right along. It really doesn't take long at all for how big these bags actually are, and I feel like they're just really durable as well because they're double stranded. So yeah, definitely recommend the pattern. The handles or the straps here was a little bit confusing in my opinion in the pattern, but that could just be me. I kind of had to really think through that part, but once I realized what it was saying, it was simple to me, so that would be the only part that I struggled with. The rest of the pattern was so super easy to follow, and I think it's a great beginner pattern as well. Bags are just so fun because they're so useful. You can use them for projects, or give them as gifts, or use them for an everyday bag or a beach bag, especially if you use cotton yarn. So just so many possibilities. But anyways, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed seeing that finished object. Like I mentioned in Tuesday's video, I'm a little thrown off this month with my normal upload schedule, but I thought that I would kind of switch it up this month and just see how it goes and show you finished objects as I finish them, and then also every once in a while show you my whips, maybe once a week. And then of course those temperature blanket videos I will be putting out as well. I may have to move to every other week some weeks, and some weeks do every week, so it kind of just depends on what my schedule's looking like. But yeah, that way I can put out, you know, some videos that are a little bit shorter. A lot of my videos are like 20 something minutes long, and so I think just showing you each individual finished object will take less time, so that I'll have a little bit of some shorter content on my channel as well. And then I would love to do at the end of March a big everything I crocheted in March video. I've been keeping track of all my finished objects there in my Samsung notes, so that at the end of the month I can go through and show you everything I finished. So yeah, I'm excited for trying out some new videos, and really hope that you guys will join me, and I appreciate you so much following me along on this YouTube journey. It's been such a blessing. The verse I want to share with you today is from the book of Colossians, and it's verses 12 through 17. Put on then, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, as the Lord has forgiven you. So you also must forgive. And above all these, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony, and let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called, in one body, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your hearts to God. And whatever you do in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. And I just think that all of you guys are a perfect example of how you can build one another up when we struggle, and bear with one another, because you all have shown that to me, and I hope to do the same to as many people as I can, because that's what it's all about, right? Being there for one another and helping each other through this life as we seek to honor the Lord. So thanks again so much for watching. I am gonna go, and I pray that you have a great rest of your day, and may God bless you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!